We've come down to 47, what we bought, right opposite the bakery, which is quite handy. So we've got a nice little shed. Christoph, the absolute gent, has planted barley before he sold it to us, which is fantastic. I don't know how we're gonna harvest it because it's such a tiny area. Hopefully a sickle, some sort of hand tool comes out in the next week or so. A little bit of space on the back here as well, which might come in handy. We've got a greenhouse, so we need to get water down here. So we've got to head up to the store and see what they've got. They've been on the phone and said, can you move this out the way? I sent a photo of I think it's a cultivator. I sent a photo of it to the missus and she's rang up going ape. Not happy at all, asking what do we think we're doing, or what do I think I'm doing. Meant to be here to maintain the grounds of the National Trust's land, and I'm running around playing Farmer Jack, spending all our money on bits of rusted metal with tyres, old tyres taped to it, when we're living out of a hotel like Alan Partridge. So she's not happy, and she's got a point. I thought she'd be happy that we owned a bit of land, but she's not. Next exit. It's just as well we ain't got a doghouse, otherwise I'd be sleeping in it. So we need something to put the tools on. I think we'll bring them to... Oh, that's interesting. Where do we put them? Can't remember what we bought. We need a trailer to put tools on. We'll need something to put... We need a trailer to put things like the sugar beets and any stones in. We'll need... Although I think I might be able to hold off on that. Maybe a contract to provide us with a trailer at some point to move things like that. Bit cheeky, but... bit of back scratching here and there. We'll need something to put the produce from the greenhouses in as well. So, what time is it? Lunchtime, or 1 o'clock. Maybe if we bring them bits down, bring some of them down, put them here for now. Everything else down there. I speak to Barry at the BGA gas. Sure, I heard one of his lads talking about something they wanted to get rid of, which might come in handy. Might appease her indoors a little bit. Save her having to live out of a suitcase. I mean, personally, I'm loving it, but I can foresee her frustration. Gonna move you into one of these tents here. I better not say it, I'll wander up even more. Alright, we need something to move water as well, aren't we? And we need somewhere to find water. Is that going to be up past the BGA? Be quite tricky. Dee 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 dee. I'm in a good mood even though. I'm not looking into the abyss of baling grass fields. Oh, let's have a quick look at the equipment we've got. Hopefully we can get it all onto one trailer. Oh, no chance. No chance at all. 2, 3, 4. 4 bits there. Is that all that we bought? Yeah, okay. Doing a good job of spraying that up. I think that's cracking. It's going to be slow. I'm very happy with that. And that will come in fine for now. For what we've got, that's all fine. Right, I'm going to whip into the shop, see what we're looking like for trailers, although not sure at this point trailers are going to be much of a help. Anybody here? Around this side, look for myself. Interesting. Okay, back down at the allotment, I'd probably call this. I think. Brought back this bad boy. Looks great the way it swings around when it's actually being used. I also picked up this, which is a liquid transport pallet, holds 10,000 litres. Took it down to the river, connects to the attachers on the front. Went down to the river. Really struggled to reverse back up from the side of the river. Just went to a shallow bit of the nearest point to where we were. So that's now topped up, so we can get this open and working. Start growing stuff. Oh, it's already on. It's already working. And that could probably do with topping up again. Automatically set up. Right, we don't need to do that because We could cut sugar beet and make that into something though. When we've got it. Manure, not got any of that coming in. Slurry, got none of that coming in. But we have got silage. And that does make us money, I think. I'm pretty sure. Check the balance sheet. Harvest incomes. Biogas plant income. 640. Okay. That is what it is, isn't it, I suppose. Right, we need to go. I don't think we need anything down here, so I'm going to set this off. We're going to send this on its way back up to 44. Say about that. Yeah. Yeah. That's good. Alright, I will see you up at the general store, not the general store, the John Deere store, where I'll show you what's happened trailer-wise. Here we go. I brought this up to pick it up. So we've got everything on this trailer, which is a fantastic bit of kit. However, it's about 15 grand, so we've leased it. But it's better than nothing. And it is what it is. So we're going to head to 44 ourselves. Drop these off. Hopefully the sugar beet will be ready to harvest tomorrow. We'll have a bit of work on that. Welcome back. Just finishing up this sunflower field. We're still in October. Mid to late. There's still a little bit of time left in October.
Excuse me. I think this grain tank's going to be full, and then yeah, it looks pretty full. It is absolutely full. The best part of 9,000 litres to get rid of somewhere. One thing I'd like to show you, have a little look at this when it folds up. Can't. Unbelievable. What a bit of engineering that is. Similar to a spider's legs. Or a madam who has a lot of fingers and just had her nails painted. Anyway, this field's done. That's the fence. We can drop off this. Really glad I took the hedge collisions off. Words. We've got no way of storing. The sunflowers at all. I suppose we've got to take the money from. So it's a lovely evening. We've got a little bit of light left. Obviously I'm in the doghouse, so I'm not overly bothered if I work late tonight. But progress from the last episode, we've got land without even planting anything. We've got harvest to come, groundwork to do. Well done, mate. Thank you. That was a good egg. Oops, just missed it. That's good. We need to get the pipe out, not the roof pipe. I'm not sure whether I should take on a little contract to wrap the night up with, because we've still got a few hours and why is that not dropping? It did earlier. Oh right. Pop the nozzle there. Nozzle? I don't think it's called a nozzle. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh wow. Contract 90%. Only 46% dropped. But then we've still got 9,000 in the harvester. Just shy of 9,000 in the harvester. And it's a decent price. So the options for a couple of hours before it gets too dark. Interesting, we're not finished yet. that sort of massively surprises me, but also sort of doesn't, because 8 and nearly 9,000 litres is quite a lot. I think the system will be start of every month, early morning. We're into productions now with a greenhouse. It's a thing. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Loving the boom on that. I don't necessarily want to be in a position where I'm doing contracts all the way through the night time. Apologies again, I know what's on my throat. Oh well, that's all me. Yeah, you look fine. You'll be alright. Bedtime for the cows. That shows up on our productions, but we don't get anything from it. I think it's just a much needed bit of added realism. So I'm thinking we'll maybe go to a certain point. I've got some ideas for storylines to come out. At the moment of recording this, I've recorded a ridiculous amount of hours and only edited the first video. So I'm sort of playing around with different systems because it took me. I mean, it's the first time I've edited a video, so I'm not going to be too hard on myself, but I think it took me 5 or 6 hours to edit the video, and I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it's going to be poor compared to other people. But then there might be some new people that want to get into streaming like me, that just want to share their experiences and have fun with the game. Here we go, we're getting paid. That's decent. I'm really happy with that. And we got an environmental score, even though we didn't do anything with the environment. That contract is finished. Options, it's 6 o'clock. You know, it's getting a bit dark, it's October, but is there anything we can do just to... Oh, baling contracts. I'm not doing a baling contract. No. Harvesting 23,000 sugar beet is gonna be long. That's going all the way through the night. We've got nowhere to store it. On another map, I'd have took that straight out your pocket. Ploughing. I mean, we've got a plough, but it's tiny. That's 2 hectares and £4 and get to play with the Deutsche. Take this one out just to have a look at Field 9 and play with Rostelmash. Quick 800, couldn't it? But it's not, because we'd lose 180 off that. Should we do that? Some new bits though. There is a header trailer as well. Go on, we'll do that for a laugh. Cultivating 5 hectares. Now I'm sort of tempted for a laugh to do it with my cultivator. Really annoy her indoors out all night. I might take it and just... Oh. I didn't. Did I do that? Did I take it? Loads baling. 38 grand baling. Options. 38,000. That's massive. But it is long. Baling is long. I did accept that, didn't I? I don't think I took the... I didn't borrow the... I've made a mistake. I'm going to have to check what I've done. Back in a minute. Full disclosure, getting out of that car park was an absolute nightmare. I don't know what was wrong, but both this Rostelmash and the header trailer just seemed to want to stick to everything it come near, like 2 bits of Velcro. Horrendous. Annoying because I really like this Rostelmash. I like these Rostelmash. We're doing it again. I don't know. Just doesn't want to turn. And those of you that watched episode 1 will understand. I might be a bit apprehensive getting down this bit. We're off to Field 9, I think, to get this done. I'll put a worker on the cultivating job while we're doing this. Because this is only £850 job, and we lose 180 of that for renting these bits. Part of me's tempted just to keep hold of them until we've finished all harvesting and anything. Yeah, chuck them a few extra quid and go, look, you let us know what you want doing, we'll keep hold of everything for you. Because not only is we got a Rostelmash with a lovely serial header, but a trailer and a little Zetor, which quite happy to give a little bit of a test drive to. Where the trailer's gonna go, I think somewhere where I can access it. At one point it threw the header off and was just like, nah, not having it, mate. I think this is the Rostral mash that I like. What we're picking up? Soybean. Why's the... Ooh, nearly looked down the hospital. Why is it not opening? Was it fixed? Okay. Oh, we'll take it. This might be quite handy as an ideal starter harvester. Plenty of light on that. Do all of it in here, you can see the lot. That cultivator moves at a great speed, even on that. Uh, 16 mile an hour mostly. Smash into it. Oh, it's a massive contract, so I'll probably be doing that late into the night. That's why I called one of the guys in to give us a hand. And we're having a conversation about it anyway. I know secretly he wanted to play with it anyway. He wanted to go. Didn't want to say so, but I knew. This is the sort of setup you want. Decent sized field. 100 grand. You've got a harvester and a header. Turning circle's not massive. No, cabin's big enough, you've got plenty of view in that. Everything you need. Stick, seat. Is that a jockey? Somewhere for the dog. I imagine there's a radio. Yeah. Some sort of... I don't think that's a tablet as much as they used to call that a PDA. I think when I was younger. Some buttons. Is that a bin or something for your maps? CNT grain tank. That is a little seat. Yeah, that's a little seat. Yes. It's a good budget combine harvester. I feel like I'm doing a car show for combine harvesters. But for the money, it's good. Grain tank is actually looking about 5,000, so not massive, but it shouldn't struggle on many hills. deal for this. Actually, I'll deal for that allotment that we've got with the greenhouse on it, because 5 metre head is perfect. Now, I will concede that I think I've made a bit of a hash of getting some neat lines there. But in my defence, you all wanted a review of the Rostral Mashnova 330, so so far I've abstained at looking at the list of combine harvesters, what we're likely to be able to afford and / need at the minute, just mainly because I think I downloaded some. There's not that many on ModHub. There's like for the smaller farm, retro farm, it's not a huge amount of options. It's a lot of there's a lot of £200,000-300,000 jobs. I'm not sure whether we'd want to go down that route per se. If we've just got a couple of small bits, maybe it makes more sense just to rent. Although with all of these small fields, if we can buy one and then use them for that, it's going to be a tricky one, because if you rent even at 100 grand for this, if you rent it, probably going to be more than the yield you're going to get on 47. Possibly 44 as well. So in order to make it financially viable, could be looking at you can't use ones that you've borrowed on contracts, because it's very annoying. You could at one point. There must be harvest equipment you can just basically bang on to your tractor. They used to harvest by tying things to cows and donkeys, didn't they? Can't they? They've got horses and cows. The Amish refuse to use technology and they farm, so they must have a solution. Because a field this size is your diesel probably costs whatever your field yields at the minute. But I'm definitely going to be really cheeky and keep hold of this for now. Just on the off chance another small contract comes in. There was a soybean contract. Did we miss it? The problem is you've got your plan it out. Sometimes, yeah. You see the contract come up, and if you don't take it there and then, it disappears within a few minutes. It was 5,000, it's got to be 5,000. Is this going to fill? Unbelievable. We've got to have missed some. Not 5,000. Well, this was the soybean harvest I was talking about a minute ago. Oh. Not even 5,000. Have I missed some of that? God, I missed some. I've not. Well. That's genuinely got me shocked. Now this is interesting. I find the Zetas look quite similar to the Kubotas. Really similar. We shouldn't be looking at combines yet. Not that quick emptying power either. Or have I might just been a little bit pedantic because we've just gone from a class Zerion with a 25-foot header or something to a 5-metre header. £805 in the last hour. What am I paying for? What's that? I've left the indicator going. Look around this. Decent. You've got your radio, bit of some roof action, loads of visibility. Don't think they'd be that expensive either, because we're not in the realm of the touchscreen controls like we're getting tablet for I don't know what you're waiting for, mate. Oh, you. You're lucky there's a... Cheers, buddy. You're lucky there's a parental block on what I say. Right. I think this is going to County Store. Now we are foot to the floor at 19. That's got to be the weight that's got it at 19. Still, you're in a cab. The missus did say when she saw the Mastiff, what happens in the winter? Because you'll be perished. I said, listen, you work in the land, you get used to it. And obviously I'd not thought about it at all. And I thought, yeah, gonna freeze. Whereas this, you've got heating, you've got sealed windows. It's new, innit? Saying it's got 50 hours on it, but there's yeah. That's a dolly. That is a dolly. absolute nemesis. Right. Just gonna attempt to tip it. There's room. Get a soybean out of it. That's 200 quid. I mean, that's not too bad. It's covered the cost of the hiring of the equipment. Yeah, go on. 500. Right. Part tempted to leave it somewhere strategic, where we can get access to it. Because I'm not claiming £800 if we don't need to. So we don't need to. We've got £400 in these. Either way, driving is charging me a fortune to skid those tyres around that field. About right. Decent little machine, I quite like that. Right, I am going to send a postcard. Not picked that up. Send that postcard off. I'm going to make this a short episode. I'm going to take a walk down this lane. We're going to get that field done, and then head back to the hotel. Couple of wets. See what the others are up to. Stop him from working because he's costing me a fortune. And make a plan for what happens tomorrow. Hopefully we've got some produce off the greenhouses to sell. We can probably move some bales around.
and fingers crossed we can have a go on that beet harvester. So all that's left for me to say is, if you've enjoyed this video, please drop us a like. If you'd like to subscribe, please do. If you want to share this with anybody, hit the share button. Thank you ever so much for watching. And until next time, I bid you adieu.